ठीक हो क्या? ओके रखते हैं।
My name is 𝐂𝐂𝐂𝐀. I'm an international medical student from Southern University of Texas.
हेलो हेलो। हेलो एवरीवन। ओके। हेलो एवरीवन। हेलो। कैन यू ऑल हियर मी? यस, थैंक यू थैंक यू। गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। वी विल स्टार्ट आफ्टर 5 minutes, हैं? लेट एवरीबॉडी ज्वाइन्स इन। हेलो। गुड आफ्टरनून। गुड आफ्टरनून। गुड आफ्टरनून भाई। गुड मॉर्निंग। विल स्टार्ट आफ्टर 2-3 minutes, हैं? गुड वन। गुड वन अदनान। Anybody who is there in the class can chat in the chat box. Voice communication will be only from one side, from my side. But whatever you want to say, you can chat in the YouTube chat box. We'll start exactly after 2 minutes. Let everybody, anybody else want to join can join. On 5th of April, I think Friday, a strategic case study pre-scene will be released by the institute on 5th of April, Friday. So अभी नहीं है सर, आज नहीं है. Okay. So let's start. What is the purpose of the today's class? There are 3-4 things which we need to cover in our coming 2.5 hour, 3-hour session. The first thing, the CIMA strategic case study and ACCA strategic business leader case study exam format, question types, how to write an answer, which will be giving us good marks, how many questions they will be asking, how you will be managing your time, and writing the answers in such a way which the examiner's team are giving us the guidance. Looking at the past term papers, what type of questions came in the earlier exams. So maybe the pre-scene material will be different, but then those types of questions are expected in the coming exam also. What is a pre-scene material? What we need to prepare based on the pre-scene material? How we are going to conduct our classes, the schedule for coming 2 months approx. How we are going to cover mock papers, in which class, what we will discuss, what support required from all of you. कि सभी लोग चाहते हैं हम लोग पास होए, रवि जी, Adnan, everybody want to pass. But we both need to work together to make you pass. I also need to give my best efforts. You also need to give your 100% best efforts. Then only the result will come. If any one of us are lethargic or maybe not giving 100%, the result will not come. So both of us need to know our duties, our responsibilities, our rights and duties, both the things. We should be knowing that in the coming 2 months, how we are going to study, what is your, I mean to say, important point by which your performance will be evaluated. At the end, for around 15 to 20 minutes, or maybe half an hour, this is the first time I will be doing, whoever is there registered with us, those who are already registered in our classes, for that, I will be sharing a separate Zoom link, which will not be possible in YouTube Live. I will be sharing a separate Zoom link just after the YouTube Live only for next 25-30 minutes, where we all get to know each other. That in the batch, these are the students, they are working at this place. Not everybody need to say about themselves for just 2 minutes. what you are doing, what is your experience, why you are doing ACCA or CIMA, and what support you require from the friends in the group, so that when you see each other, then maybe the talking, because this exam is very, very practical oriented. It's not that whatever I will say is the only correct thing. There are many, many senior persons are there in our class, and they are very knowledgeable. So when they will share their experience, it's not a question that they are right or wrong, but then the discussion between all of us will be at much greater level. And we will feel confident that we can pass this exam easily. So when we will introduce each other, then in that case, maybe the relationship and connection will be much better. ये मैंने पहले कहीं नहीं किया है, but this time I want to do. But this will not be possible in YouTube live, because one-to-one connection will not be possible. So I will share to the registered students the Zoom link, and everybody will join again for maximum 25-30 minutes, and we connect with each other. Then you can say that when the pre-seen material will be released on 5th of April, I will share some write-ups, some notes based on the pre-seen material. On the basis of that, we will be conducting our next class on Saturday. We will discuss some different type of, basically in the next Saturday, we have to discuss mainly the pre-seen. And then based on that, we will be start doing the questions, discussions, solutions, and all that. So that's the purpose of the class today. There is no pre-seen we have. Even for ACCA, for CIMA, no pre-seen is there. So वो अपने cover करते हैं, समझते हैं, because I have seen always, not everybody, but there are 50 to 60% students don't know anything. What will be the exam structure? How many questions come? कब exam होगा? Exam form कब भरना है? What is the passing criteria and all that? Maybe some of you who have maybe given CIMA exam earlier, or maybe had gone through the study. नहीं भी दिए exam आपने देख लिया, but there are many who don't know. और सबसे पहले वो बताना जरूरी है, so that this type of question will not be coming again, and you will not be asking, I don't need to reply. और अगर फिर भी इस तरह का क्वेश्चन आएगा, then in that case you need to see the recordings of this class. It will be automatically uploaded once the class is over. Upload भी नहीं करना है, since it is already YouTube live. Once the class is over, session is over, it will be automatically available to you. थोड़ा सा हो सकता है कि बफरिंग करने में उसको टाइम लगे, but there is no uploading required. So after the class, everybody can see the recordings from the YouTube only. तो जब आप आगे कुछ पूछोगे ऐसा, तो मैं बोलूंगा भाई रिकॉर्डिंग्स देखना है, बिकॉज फिर बार बार तो ये बात नहीं कर सकते. Some of the things are common for ACCA, a strategic business leader case study, and CIMA strategic case study. दोनों के लिए कॉमन है, नाम भी कॉमन एक्चुअली, strategic case study. For ACCA, they are saying strategic business leader case study, and for CIMA, they are using the term strategic case study. But it's the same thing. There is no difference. This is taken from the institute website, not written in my language. The way the institute is saying, I have copy pasted from there. The case study exam is an attempt to stimulate workplace problem solving. So it's not a question answer. Any exam in CIMA, any exam in ACCA are technical. That means they are based on a particular syllabus. The student need to read that syllabus, prepare based on the syllabus, based on the topics, and then they will be getting the question based on the syllabus. Here, in a strategic case study, in a strategic business leader case study, there is no syllabus. The whole world is the syllabus. Anything. Suppose in the whole world there is election going on. In India, in US, in other countries also, somewhere already done, and somewhere it will be happening. So the question can be based on politics. Obviously, not that who will win in India, BJP or Congress or anybody else. Question is not that. How the politics is going to affect the business of the company. And if this is going to have this effect, how can we handle this situation? Through use of artificial intelligence, through use of data, through use of software, through use of whatever resources you have. It's a business case study for a particular organization, for a particular company. Their case will be given to you and you need to manage the business of that organization. Which is not that ki I am the only person who know the answer or I am the only person who has the knowledge. It's a more and more discussion. ये अच्छा एग्जाम है, मजा आता है. I to generally enjoy teaching, and generally when the student take these classes, they also enjoy because it is not any technical study. It's pure practical oriented study. The institute is saying in the first language. The case study is an attempt to stimulate workplace problem solving and allow examiners to move one step closer to the assessment of the competence than is not possible with the objective type question or with the technical papers. The subjects for which we are giving exam in ACCA and CIMA, other than this subject, those subjects cannot test your business skill. They are testing your business skill to a very limited extent. But this subject is purely testing of your business skill. Ultimately, ACCA, CIMA are all business qualification. Either we will be, after completing CIMA, ACCA, employed somewhere managing somebody's business, or maybe we want to do our own business. आपको business कैसे manage करना है? With your technical knowledge, how can you apply that in the business practical field? That is the question and that is the answer. And the examiners are getting that opportunity to test your business skill by this paper. The case study is assessed by a way of 3-hour exam. Computer-based is there for more than 10 years in both ACCA, CIMA. That whether you give exam sitting in home, like I am teaching in front of you, or you are giving exam by going in the exam center, both the cases, the exam will be on computer screen. You need to read the question on screen. You need to write your answers on the screen. Normally, both the exams are more and more theory based. The calculation part is approximately nil. In CIMA, generally, the calculations are not at all there. You can open the last 5, 10, 20 terms paper. In ACCA, if the calculations are there, they are just for 5 to 7 minutes. That is also not a compulsion. Maybe if it involves any question involves some calculation, then the calculation will be maximum 5 to 10 minutes. That means in this exam, use of calculator is not there. Because in ACCA, when some calculations are there, you can do the calculation through Excel. The calculator is not required at all. But still, you can take your calculator in the exam. Nobody is questioning you. But exam में calculator काम ही नहीं है. The case study is assessed by way of 3-hour computer-based examination. You cannot take the examination until you have successfully completed all the objective type for CIMA. If you have not completed, if you are a normal CIMA students and you have not completed your E3, P3, F3 exams, you are not allowed to give the strategic case study. But now for last 2-3 years, or I will say accelerated route for last 7-8 years, the CIMA has accelerated route where students don't need to give the objective test exam. They straight away can go for the case study exam. Even in the FLP route, those who don't have work experience, in the FLP route in CIMA, a student can give straight away case study exam. In ACCA, the case study exam is in professional level. You can opt for any subject in the professional level. There is no order. But normally we say that as a curriculum CIMA wise, they are saying those who are normal CIMA students, first of all, they need to complete the individual technical papers, and then they can give the case study exam. The exam comprises a series of requirements with aim to integrate and apply the technical knowledge tested in the objective test exam. Normally, when the language which is written by the institute, that the exam comprises a series of requirements. And those series of requirements you need to answer. When you will answer, then they are saying that they are based on objective test examination. This answer I will give you after half an hour, 1 hour. कि भाई objective test वाला जानना, because most of the CIMA student, I think in this batch, other than Joejit, there is nobody who has given any exam of CIMA Maybe suppose somebody has given management case study, but कोई individual subject का exam nobody has given. All are straight away strategy case study student. तो फिर हम लोग कैसे पास होएंगे? Because write up is written objective test. When you see the question, you will understand कि वो लोग बोलना क्या चाह रहे हैं. That technical study is not required. But then application of this, I will be able to explain in just half an hour approx. The exam is based on a pre-seen material. The pre-seen material for CIMA will be released for May exam on 5th of April. As per the CIMA website, it is written. And for ACCA, the pre-seen material will be released around 28th of May. That means still around 50 days from now. Maybe 19th or 28th mota moti. That means the pre-seen material for CIMA will be available to the students around 40-45 days before exam. But the pre-seen material for ACCA student will be available around just 15 days before the exam. They will be getting the material on 20th May and their exam will be around 5th or 6th of June. So 15 दिन पहले ACCA को मिलेगा and CIMA student will be getting around 40-45 days before exam. The pre-seen material issued in advance for the day of exam, supplemented by additional previously unseen material given to you in the exam room. Both CIMA and ACCA student on the day of exam, they will be giving unseen portion based on the pre-seen. Pre-seen के साथ आपको unseen exam के दिन मिलेगा. And based on and unseen, you need to read the question and answer the questions. There will be several requirements comprising triggers and tasks. Triggers, that means unseen, will give you some further information. As I said, some information about politics, about elections, demographics, something is given. And then based on that is a trigger. They are creating extra scenario which was not given to earlier. And based on that scenario, they will be asking some questions relating to one scenario. Normally, at least 2 questions, maybe 3 questions. And you need to answer all these 2-3 questions within the given time frame. Again, there in exam, they will be giving you 2, 3, 4 additional scenarios. Additional write-up, additional annexure, additional information. Those are called triggers. And based on those triggers and the pre-seen material which you have studied, they will be asking you task questions. For every different information which they will be giving, some questions will be there on that. I can say that for CIMA students, minimum to minimum, there will be 6 questions. Minimum. Or normally maximum 7 to 8 questions. Similarly, for ACCA students, minimum to minimum 6 questions. Suppose first question around 30-35 marks, second question around 20 marks, like that. So I mean to say that though the kind of student will be getting 6 to 8 questions. Each question is not of the same mark, same time. Some question are for higher marks, some question are lower marks. सब अलग-अलग category का रहेगा. Depending upon the time requirement, depending upon the marks allotted, you will be writing the answers for those questions. Examiners are giving these tips, not given by me again. Institute guidelines, institute examining team are giving these tips to the students. They are saying, read the pre-seen material carefully. That's our duty. I will also read, you also need to read. Based on pre-seen material, notes will be given to you. The pre-seen material अच्छे से पढ़ के आइए. Come into the examination understanding the industry and the company. The pre-seen material will be relating to a particular industry, will be relating to a company. Suppose management case study pre-seen material already released 2 days back. And that management case study pre-seen material is relating to what? Students. Those students who are studying in college, universities, the local student, those who are coming from outside, like India. India, there are so many students who are going to US, UK, Germany. So many students are going in different universities for doing their masters, graduation and all that. So those students, when they go in other country, they want a staying place, maybe in the college, maybe outside the college, what are the different types of accommodation available. So there is a company who is giving on rent those accommodation to students, to universities and college students. So how the company is doing the business, what is their growth, what are the challenges and all that, that is written. It is called post PBSC. That is postgraduate students accommodation. The company has 174 buildings of 20, 30 storied buildings, different flats, how they are giving, how they are serving to the students, the information is given. Similarly, for you also, there will be some case study. There will be one particular industry. Based on that industry, information about a hypothetical company, that company's details, their directors, their financiers, all those information will be given in the pre-scene. So coming to the exam, understanding the industry and the company. My job is to make you understand the industry and the company. ये मेरा काम है. आपको बहुत ज्यादा उसके ऊपर according to me research नहीं करना चाहिए. Some research you can do, but there is no limit for the research. If I start doing the research on the management case study, it will never finish, even 1 year also. So मेरे को भी अपने आप को रोकना पड़ता है. So when you are taking classes from somewhere, me or anybody, then have a trust on the faculty, those who are teaching. They will do the industry and the company analysis. You don't need to do. But if you are doing self-study, you have to do that. Or maybe if you are taking classes from a tutor, some basic, maybe industry or company study you should be doing. जिससे आप answers properly लिख पाएं exam में. This is tips by the examiner, not by me. Those who have checked the CIMA ACCA papers. Manage time and make sure they do not run out of time on sections they know well. This manage time and take that, ये एक एग्जाम के लिए नहीं है, ये दुनिया का हर एग्जाम के लिए. Any competitive exam has this problem that a student knows something well, they are gone writing that only, thinking that it is of 100 marks, and the area which they don't know, they don't write the answer for that. They are not getting the proper time. That means totally mismanagement of time in the exam. One thing more happened with the students. The question is asking X, you are writing ABC. The question is asking something, you are writing totally a different thing. So if that will be the case, then in that case, koi number nahi milega. These two basic problem, even on the last day when I am completing, taking mock test, giving marks, then also a student ask this. लेकिन मैं तो हर क्लास में ये बात बोलूंगा कि how you will manage time, how you need to practice so that this problem will not arise in exam. But you need to support me in this. As I said in the beginning, what is your job? What is your duty? तो आपको मेरी बात सुननी पड़ेगी, तो एग्जाम में टाइम मैनेजमेंट में प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. But student face this problem, they should work on this. How they will work, we will discuss. Answer what is asked by reading the question. ये सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है भाई. एक सिंपल एग्जाम्पल मैं दूसरे कोर्स में पढ़ा रहा था. द क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग व्हाट प्रॉब्लम द कंपनी विल फेस इफ दे विल अप्लाई जीरो बेस बजटिंग. नाउ क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग इफ द कंपनी विल अप्लाई जीरो बेस बजटिंग, what problem they will face. A student started saying, suppose zero-based budgeting is different than incremental budgeting. Zero-based budgeting means this, that. What they are asking? Are they asking what is zero-based budgeting? Are they asking discuss zero? What they are asking? What they are asking, if we are not answering, तो number मिलेगा कैसे? Question तो suppose they are asking for funding. आपने बोला लोन ले सकते हैं, शेयर इशू कर सकते हैं. वेरी प्रोमिनेंट क्वेश्चन इन स्ट्रेटेजी की स्टडी. अरे भाई रिक्वायरमेंट तो पढ़ ले भाई. एग्जैक्टली व्हाट दे वांट टू आस्क. आपको मालूम है फंड कैसे आता है, डेट का क्या फायदा, आप सब लिखना चालू कर दिए. रुक जाइए, थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए. एग्जैक्टली व्हाट दे आर आस्किंग, राइट द आंसर्स बेस्ड ऑन द रिक्वायरमेंट. उल्टा पुल्टा कुछ भी लिखना चालू नहीं करना है, ठीक है. Answer which are not applied to the case will not score high marks. I will say will not be given any marks. आपको जो पूछा गया और आप उसको यूज ही नहीं कर रहे, आप सिनेरियो, ट्रिगर, ये सब यूज ही नहीं कर रहे, कोई नंबर नहीं मिलेगा. A good level of knowledge of the 3 subjects in CIMA, we say E3, P3, F3. I can say that basic accounting knowledge, basic finance knowledge, basic management accounting knowledge, if the student has, then in that case they will be able to perform better. आप बोलेगा सर ये बेसिक नॉलेज भी मेरे को नहीं है, सर आई स्टडीड 20 years बैक. अरे भाई, यू आर वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल, वो बेसिक नॉलेज आपको ऑलरेडी है. आई विल बी शोइंग यू द क्वेश्चन रिक्वायरमेंट, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. तो लिखा हुआ है, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट दिस इज रॉन्ग, बट those who are giving strategic case study exams, they have that basic knowledge already ready. I am a tutor. I am regularly studying the technical things from books every day. So I will be able to recollect and remember that regularly. But you are not a student. You have studied something 4-5 years or 2 साल पहले भी, चाहे आपको कैसे recollect होगा? If I will stop teaching for 6 months or 8 months, I will also not be able to recollect. My brain, your level is same. Brain level में कोई difference नहीं है. यहां वो तरह का टेक्निकलिटी का बात नहीं हो रहा है. प्रैक्टिकल टेक्निकलिटी क्या होता है? प्रैक्टिकल टेक्निकलिटी आएंगे अभी, समझते हैं. कैंडिडेट्स मस्ट बी एबल टू अप्लाई देयर नॉलेज टू अ वैरायटी ऑफ सिचुएशंस एंड सो हाउ दे आर इन डेप्थ नॉलेज ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट मैटर. सब्जेक्ट मैटर मतलब आपको दुनिया में प्रैक्टिकल ज्ञान कितना है. आप मोदी हैं कि राहुल गांधी हैं? आई एम जस्ट जोकिंग, सॉरी. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट both are politician, both are, you can say, the prime minister candidate for India. But आपका दिमाग कैसा चलता है? अब I can understand कि maybe somebody has limitations, but फिर भी if they are the head of their team, then definitely they command that authority कि अगर वो लोग माने पॉलिटिक्स में है तो वो इलेक्शन जीतने लायक हैं. हम लोग कितना भी राहुल गांधी के बारे में इधर उधर की बात करें, बट ही हैज दैट कैपेसिटी टू विन द इलेक्शन. मे बी वी कैन डिबेट कि मोदी में जितना है उसमें नहीं है, वट एवर मे बी द थिंग्स. मेरा ये बोलने का मतलब है, मे बी सम स्टूडेंट्स आर मोर प्रैक्टिकल, बेंड बेस्ड, दे कैन स्पीक अबाउट एनीथिंग वेरी फास्ट. दोज स्टूडेंट्स आर मच बेटर ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द केस स्टडी एग्जाम. देयर आर सम स्टूडेंट्स जिनका इतना प्रैक्टिकल बेंट नहीं है, जो लोग प्रैक्टिकली सोच नहीं पाते. ये नहीं कि वो खराब है, नॉट दैट बाय हर्ट और बाय व्हाट डू यू से दे आर बैड पर्सन, बट उनका उतना प्रैक्टिकल बेंट नहीं है, वो फेल नहीं होंगे. इफ दे फॉलो द इंस्ट्रक्शंस, दे फॉलो द रूल विच इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर पासिंग द एग्जाम, दे विल पास. बट उनको फॉलो तो करना पड़ेगा ना. दे स्लाइटली नीड टू प्रिपेयर मोर. उनको थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा प्रिपरेशन करना होगा, बिकॉज उनका प्रैक्टिकल बेंट उतना नहीं. ये नहीं कि टेक्निकल नॉलेज दे हैव और नॉट. टेक्निकल नॉलेज की वी आर नॉट डिस्कसिंग. They are saying that in CIMA, the exam will be based on 5 core areas. Core area A, core area B, core area C, core area D, core area E. When we will be doing the initial 15-20 days study, we will be covering those core area A, B, C, D, E only. But what the CIMA is saying, the CIMA case study blueprint is based on the 5 core activities supported by a range of assessment outcomes expressed in terms of I can statements that speak directly to the skills and competencies, drive the employability of the successful learners. बोलता है कि अब सीमा केस स्टडी देने से आपका एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी बढ़ जाएगा. आप कहीं भी कोई इंटरव्यू देंगे और यू वांट टू ट्राई फॉर अ बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटीज, बाय सीमा केस स्टडी योर एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी विल इंक्रीज. However, rather than focusing on the distinction between different core areas, अब स्टूडेंट चालू क्या करेगा, सर कौन सा कोर एरिया ए है बी है, नहीं कहा, हम बोल रहे हैं ये लोग. Rather than focusing that this is core area A, B, C, D, the most important skill on the day of exam is to able to answer the task as per the requirement. The main reason candidate fail in the exam, their answers are very too generic, not related with the scenario, not writing what is exactly asked in the question, with little application of the unseen information. Broadly speaking, you will need to ensure you have a properly prepared pre-seen information in advance, which I will prepare for you. Also to be comfortable with how to teach, how to manage unseen portion in the exam, which is my duty to give you different types of unseen type of question and testing your knowledge on the basis of that. Our preparation is split into 2 parts. Practice of the unseen, and have to include exercises based on the different types of unseen preparation, which we will be doing for next 1 month approximately. In the month of April, we will be doing that. Whatever questions I will be giving you, there are many questions we are getting from as a learning partner from CIMA, as a learning partner from ACCA, as a Kaplan, you can say prominent resource taker for last 15-16 years. तो मेरे को वहां से बहुत सारा resources मिलता है, which we say as tutors resources. Those tutor resources will be used in the classes huge for next 1 month. उसमें अगर कुछ चेंजेस करना है, कुछ इधर उधर करना है, केस स्टडी के बारे में स्टडी करना है, मार्केट एनालिसिस करना है, वो सब मैं भी करूंगा. बट बहुत सारे मेरे को हेल्प मिल जाती है फ्रॉम द इंस्टीट्यूट एज अ लर्निंग प्रोवाइडर, एड अ लिस्टेड लर्निंग पार्टनर एंड एज अ कापलान रिसोर्स बायर फॉर सो मेनी ईयर्स. तो बहुत सारा रिसोर्सेस उनसे हेल्प. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो हम प्रिपेयर नहीं कर सकते. आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट आई कैन नॉट प्रिपेयर, बट दैट रिक्वायर ह्यूज लॉट ऑफ टाइम. तो उतना टाइम रहता नहीं, तो थोड़ा सा उनसे हेल्प मिल जाता है. दैट आई विल बी यूजिंग इन द क्लासेस इन कमिंग 1 month. And you also have the opportunity to practice the integration of all technical areas after, you can say, April, from the month of May. Because from the month of May, you need to think like exam mode. Maybe your exam is around 22nd May to 25th of May for CIMA, and ACC exam is around 5th of June. But फिर भी 1st May से हम लोग को exam mode में आ जाना है कि we will be getting questions in the exam like this, and we need to answer like this. Time management and everything should start at that time. Now, how we will schedule our classes, how we will study in this entire 2 months, that I will discuss later, which is written here, study plan. But before that, I want to go just as a basic level, how the question comes, what is the unseen portion, what is a pre-seen material, and then what type of question comes, how they are writing the answers, what is the length of the answers, how many questions they are giving in the exam. I want to show you exactly the question paper of the past terms, so that it will be handy for you. It will have a picture in your mind that this type of question will come. This is the pre-seen material. This is the unseen portion they will be giving in the exam. This way they will be asking the question. This way I want to write the answers and everything. I am going on both the websites, CIMA and ACCA website. दोनों की वेबसाइट पे मैं जा रहा हूं. दोनों पे कुछ पास टर्म के एक पेपर मैं खोल रहा हूं, बहुत सारे नहीं, आप सारे भी खोल सकते हो. आफ्टर द क्लास आई विल गिव यू लिंक and you can open. So many papers are there on the website, but at least one paper we should open to analyze वो लोग questions या pre-seen वगैरह देते कैसे हैं, what is the system. ठीक है, मैंने ऑलरेडी लिंक वगैरह सब रेडी करके रखा है. ऑलरेडी द लिंक्स आर रेडी. ये है सीमा का लिंक्स. दिस लिंक आई विल मेल टू ऑल ऑफ यू आफ्टर द एग्जाम. डोंट वरी, डोंट नीड टू कॉपी एनीथिंग, डोंट नीड टू टाइप एनीथिंग, जस्ट फोकस व्हाट एवर आई एम सेइंग. आपको टेंशन नहीं लेना है, सब आपको दिया जाएगा भाई. Since 2020, CIMA had changed slightly their syllabus, curriculum and all that. And abhi maybe in 2025 they will again change. Now don't take tension. क्या change होगा? अरे भाई जो चल रहा हो पढ़ना यार. 2024 मई जून में हम लोग को सीमा ACCA कंप्लीट करना है. So don't think along 25 क्या आएगा, आएगा देखा जाएगा यार. ठीक है. They are saying pre-seen material. ये pre-seen material for मई अगस्त 2020. इस प्री-सीन मटेरियल को देखने के लिए, इफ सपोज आई विल यूज गूगल सीमा SCS प्री-सीन मई 2020, सॉरी मई 2020. May August 2020 exam resources. Open the PDF. इस सीमा का प्रीसीन खुल गया. For your term the प्रीसीन will be like this only. for a particular industry, for a company. How many pages are there? कितना pages है? It is of around 27. 27 pages pre-scene is there. 27. I'm not reading anything in this pre-scene me. This is the index that in the first page there in introduction. Then there is micro mobile industry. Then runabout, extracts from the runabout annual report, their vision, their board, their organizational chart, the principal risk, internal audit charter, financial statement, extract from the competitors' financial statement, the share prices detail, the newspaper article, and the extracts from the overboard user's blog. So in the first page, they are saying that the name of the company, in which country they are located, all are hypothetical. Not there is no company in the name of runabout. And what is the currency of the company? They need to follow IFRS. Who are you? You are the senior finance manager in the company. Then they are giving about micro mobile industry के बारे में detail कि भाई आप कहीं पर गए, आपको travel करना है, आप अपना ये की hoverboard लिए. Because I taught this in 2020 May, this case study to the students. So आप कंपनी का अलग अलग जगह होवरबोर्ड पड़ा रहता है, you will take on rent and you will go at a place और वहां पर आप उसको छोड़ देंगे. ठीक है, इन फॉरेन कंट्री इट इज वेरी फेमस. इंडिया में भी साइकिलिंग वगैरह तो है ही है. So about the industry, about the security, about the product, what are the types of product they are offering, that is about the industry, the details are given. What are the development in the industry? रिसर्च करके इंस्टीट्यूट ने एक केस स्टडी बनाया है. All are practical data, all are actual factual data. Just that the name of the company, the name of the country, currency are hypothetical. अब ये कंपनी के बारे में बोलना चालू किए कि this company formed in 2005, what they are doing, how they are doing, बिजनेस कैसे करते हैं. फिर उसके बाद इस कंपनी का बिजनेस मॉडल को बताया गया, एक्सप्लेन्ड अबाउट द बिजनेस मॉडल, हाउ मेनी होवरबोर्ड, दिस दैट, देयर रेवेन्यू डिटेल्स, थोड़ा बिजनेस डिटेल उसके बारे में दिया गया, इन विच कंट्रीज दे आर डूइंग देयर बिजनेस, सारा डिटेल दिया गया, बिजनेस मॉडल. देन द कंपनीज मिशन, विजन, गोल्स, ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, द कंपनीज बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स डिटेल्स, executive, non-executive directors, the company's organization chart, that is the CEO. Under the CEO, there are 4 directors. What is their responsibility? Then the non-executive directors, वो लोग क्या करते हैं in the company? What are the types of major risk? How they are mitigating them? What are the steps they have taken to mitigating the risk? Then the internal audit charter, company में internal audit, internal control कैसे हो रहा है? The company's financial statement of last 2 years, PL account, balance sheet, statement of changes in equity. The competitor, major competitor financial statement, PL account, balance sheet, cash flow statement, the share prices of the company movement in last 4 or 5 years, the beta of the company and the industry, some newspaper article about the industry in newspaper, in journals, about different aspects. 2-3 articles, 4 articles are there, 5 articles actually. And then there is somebody who are discussing in the social media about the company. Somebody saying good, somebody saying bad, और social media तो gone into next level nowadays. तो social media का कुछ discussion भी है यहाँ पर. बोला हो गया. It is not a comprehension कि you will be getting question इस paragraph के ऊपर. It is not a comprehension type. It just given you a detail about a industry, about a company, their business model, their competitor, their business, their financials, their board structure, their risk management, their some newspaper article about the industry, and some, what do you say, social media chats by different independent persons about the company, about as a customer or as a supplier, whatever you say. इस तरह से ये लोग एक प्री-सीन मटेरियल रिलीज करते हैं. For May 2024, the pre-scene material will be released on 5th of April. Like this only. What will be the industry? What will be the company and all that? पता चलेगा. अभी तो नहीं पता है आज तो. Now, Based on this pre-seen in the exam, they will be giving you unseen portion. यहाँ पर उन्होंने 6 variant use किया था. In the May 2020 exam, there were 6 question paper they prepared. Nowadays they are preparing 7-8 question paper. 6 से भी ज्यादा बढ़ा दिया. आप नॉर्मली मार्केट में सुनते होंगे गवर्नमेंट का इसका ये पेपर लीक हो गया, 12th का एग्जाम का पेपर लीक हो गया, बीकॉम का पेपर लीक हो गया, होते रहता है इंडिया में. मेरे को ये नहीं समझ में आता व्हाई दे प्रिपेयर ओनली वन सेट ऑफ पेपर, व्हाई, एंड देन द एग्जाम गेट कैंसिल्ड एंड ऑल दैट. एग्जाम देने के बाद भी कैंसिल. ऐसे अलग अलग सेट ऑफ पेपर्स क्यों नहीं बनाते भाई? शेयर करो ना दूसरा के साथ, करो. स्टूडेंट कोई लोग बहुत माथा लगाते हैं कि सर व्हेन यू हैव गिवन द एग्जाम, सर आई वांट टू नो व्हाट केम इन योर एग्जाम. कोई फायदा नहीं है, बिलीव मी. आई एम तो टीचिंग फॉर सीमा सिंस 2015 की स्टडी. किसी को कोई फायदा नहीं होता. उस पर आप ब्रेन लगाइए ही मत कि व्हाट क्वेश्चन पेपर केम, विच वेरिएंट केम, नो पॉइंट. मैं एक वेरिएंट खोल रहा हूं, जस्ट वन पर्टिकुलर वेरिएंट आई एम ओपनिंग. They are saying when you will be there in the exam, it will be written your name and all that, everything will be written here when the question paper starts. आप next करके next page में जा सकते हैं. In every exam in CIMA like this, there were 3 tasks. One task AB2 question, another task AB2 question, another task ABC 3 questions. Actually in total there are 4 plus 3 7 questions. As I said, 6 to 8 questions. कोई ना कोई टास्क में दे इंक्लूड मोर देन 2 क्वेश्चंस. हो सकता है सब में 3-3 डाल दें, करते नहीं है ऐसा. नॉर्मली लास्ट वाला में और ज्यादा बढ़ाते हैं सो दैट द स्टूडेंट इज ऑलरेडी पजल्ड एंड एट द एंड ही शुड बी क्लीन बोल्ड. ये एग्जामिनर का इंटेंशन होता है, तो लास्ट वाला में और ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस को डाला जाता है. नाउ this is the unseen in the exam. This you will be getting in the exam hall only from somebody, CEO, CFO. You are the senior finance manager. From the company's other members, board members, you are getting some query. They are telling you something. They are telling you some situation, some problem in any department. Somebody want to take over the company. We want to take over somebody else. We want to do some IT. We want to do some big data management, something. कुछ ना कुछ वो लोग सिनेरियो देते हैं. I'm not reading this. This is called unseen. And then after that, on the basis of that, they are asking you 2 questions. Firstly, identify and explain the interest of key stakeholders. And secondly, evaluate the CEO's proposal that the 4 executive directors should collectively own and manage the risk and users modifying our overboard. Evaluate the CEO proposal. Some proposal CEO must have given on the top. That is not known earlier. ये एग्जाम के दिन पता चला है. CEO ने आपको मेल किया है. As a senior finance manager, you are getting a mail from CEO. And he is giving you some proposal. Evaluate the CEO proposal that the 4 executive directors should collectively own and manage the risk of users modifying our hoverboard. When the users are modifying our hoverboard, they should not be allowed. Then the CEO is giving some proposal that the director need to take the responsibility for 4 different things. Then what is your say about that? Evaluate that. Whether the director should be doing this or not. Evaluate means pros, cons, advantage, disadvantage. You need to say to your CEO कि इसका advantage, disadvantage क्या है. And identify and explain the interest of key stakeholders. Whatever the CEO is proposing in the unseen, not pre-seen, in the unseen, this portion. Whatever the CEO is proposing, who are the key stakeholders? How they are going to be affected? Explain their key interest in this proposal. The stakeholders can be customers, can be suppliers, can be financiers, can be government, can be shareholders, can be anybody. Why they are the stakeholders, how their interest is going to be affected by this proposal, how their interest can be managed and all that need to be written in the first part. The first part they are saying 60% and second part 40%. That means whatever time you will have to write the answer, whatever time, they are saying that 60% time you should allocate for the first part answer write-up and 40% time you should allocate for the second part write-up. In CIMA exam, this unseen portion and this all reading and then writing the answers for both the parts, you are getting in total 60 minutes. reading the unseen, reading the requirement, planning the answer, writing the answers, you are getting 60 minutes. I normally feel that because when you see this, below this, there is a reference material also. That means to write the answers for A and B, you need to refer two things. One is what the CEO is saying, and one is there is a newspaper article also. Then you are getting the answer sheet where you can type your answers. And once 60 minutes is over in the exam, 60 plus first second, you will get this. Whether you have finished your answer in 60 minutes or not, it is gone. आप उसको एक सेकंड भी ज्यादा नहीं ले सकते, वो अपने आप सबमिट हो जाएगा. सो मैं नॉर्मली टाइम मैनेजमेंट के लिए सबसे पहले बार अभी बोल रहा हूं, एंड आई विल से दिस एटलीस्ट 10 टाइम्स ड्यूरिंग द इंटायर बैच. If I am the examining and I am giving exam, so reading this, reading the requirement and reading the newspaper article, I think it will take at least 4 to 5 minutes. I can read in 1 minute also, but थोड़ा रुक रुक के समझ के read करना पड़ता है ना. So it take 4 to 5 minutes to read. And then thinking that what I will write as an answer, उसमें भी कम से कम 2-3 मिनट लगता है. So if you are a very brilliant student, then also you will take at least 7 to 8 minutes where you are not able to write anything. आप कुछ नहीं लिख सकते. हाँ ठीक है, आप आंसर सोचने के टाइम पे while you are thinking your answers what you will write, you can make some headings. That is not the final answer. आप heading लिखते जा रहे हैं कुछ कुछ, that's other thing, but that is not treated as an answer. वो तो हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कि प्लानिंग ही चल रहा है. Worst to worst, maximum you can take 10 minutes. You can take 10 minutes in the planning. 10 मिनट तक आपका प्लानिंग चल सकता है, रीडिंग, प्लानिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. That means you will be writing the answers for approximately 50 minutes. And 50 minutes में first one is 60%. So 50 into 60% is 30 minutes. You will be writing first part answer for 30 minutes. And the second part answer you will be writing for 40%, 20 minutes. Approximately 1-2 मिनट इधर उधर चलेगा. But if you are making a difference of 10, 20, 12 minutes, allowed nahi hai sir, then you will not be able to perform well. 30 minutes mein, what should be your length of the answer? Normally the institute is saying 1 minute means 15 to 20 words with a font size 11. 15 minutes means, 30 minutes means every minute the institute is saying 15 to 20 words with 11 font size. आप अगर कीबोर्ड को देख के looking at the keyboard you are typing the answer, then also believe me you can type 15 to 20 words in 1 minute. That means you don't require to be a typist. It's not a typist exam. So don't take tension कि मेरे को तो आदत नहीं है, nothing like that. सब जन all are working professional, सब ऑफिस में काम कर रहे हैं सर, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आपको इस बात का टेंशन लेना ही नहीं. 15 to 20 वर्ड्स सब बच्चे लोग भी लिखते हैं by typing on the speed. वो अपने आप है. Normally we say with 11 font size, if you type 15 to 20 words, it will be coming approximately 1.5 lines. Approximately. That means in 30 minutes, the length will be coming around 45 lines. मतलब आपको 30 minutes आंसर लिखना है 45 lines approximately. और दूसरा वाला 20 minutes. So 20 into 1.5 around 30 lines. मतलब total answer length कितना हो गया? Around 70-75 lines. You can take a range of 65 to 75 lines. 65 to 75 lines answer आपको लिखना है. When you find model answer, some of the answers are written 150 lines. Nobody can write that. That is just a model answer. Model answer are always written extra for teaching purpose. Not that you can write 150 lines in the exam. 65, 70, 75 lines if you are writing, you will get through. But then writing should be of quality, not the quantity. जो पूछा है वो लिखना है, सिनेरियो यूज करना है, exactly what they are asking that need to be covered, the preceding data need to be used, और एकदम practical business solutions आपको देना है. So quantity is not a matter, but then we think that suppose somebody is writing 50-line answer, when the quantity is very less, quality will also hamper. आप बहुत ज्यादा short लिखोगे तो quality hamper होता है, and then you will not be getting the pass marks. So बहुत ज्यादा short नहीं लिखना है. How we will practice this? every time when I will be giving you questions and whenever you are writing the answer, always manage this. Maybe nobody is looking at you, maybe nobody is controlling you, but whenever any question answer you are writing, you take the time for your analysis. Maybe in exam you will be taking 7 to 10 minutes, you can take personally half an hour. आप गूगल पढ़िए, चैट जीपीटी पढ़िए, मटेरियल खोलिए, भाई जो करना है करना, वट एवर यू लाइक यू डू, बट देन आंसर आप 30 मिनट्स में ही लिखिए. If you regularly from the first day follow this, that I need to type, I need to write the answer within that much time frame only, so by the time of exam you will become a champ. बट आपको क्वेश्चन दिया गया, आप एक आंसर को सुबह से रात तक लिख रहे हैं, आप टाइम मैनेजमेंट फॉलो ही नहीं करते, देन इन द डे ऑफ एग्जाम द प्रॉब्लम विल अराइज, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट गेटिंग द फीलिंग दैट एग्जाम भी तो देना है ना. सो आई ऑलवेज सी दैट फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट डे यू फॉलो दिस. We always say that suppose there are 3 questions, because in the exam like this there is a first scenario, then second unseen, based on second unseen again there is a extra material, and then to write the answers for 2 questions, then again the third unseen, and the third unseen again there is 3 answers to be written. 3 hai. The rule is that in CIMA they will be giving 3 unseen based portions, and based on those unseen based portions they will be asking you 3 questions. आपको each unseen based portion 60 minutes, 60 minutes, 60 minutes. So when you will be writing the answers in our classes, in your practice, always follow this. मैं always आपको टाइम वगैरह दूंगा, आपको टाइम के अनुसार चलना है. आप अगर टाइम को मैनेज करेंगे, इफ इट इज 60% इट इज 30 मिनट्स, इफ इट इज 40% 20 मिनट्स, इफ इट इज 35% अराउंड 17-18 मिनट्स, इफ इट इज 70% देन अराउंड 35-36 मिनट्स. ऐसे फॉलो करिए. Whenever you are writing answers at your practice, when I am giving homework and your own, always follow the time rule. देखते हैं whether you will not become champion or not. Believe me, you will become champion, sir. क्यों नहीं बनेंगे champion? बनेंगे सर, 100% बनेंगे. One second. आंसर इसी के नीचे दिया है, मॉडल आंसर्स, और इसी के नीचे द मॉडल आंसर ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूट is given below the paper only. Model answer of the institute, not my answer. Strategic case study, May, August 2020, solution variant 1. This is the variant 1. These answers have been provided by CIMA for information purpose only. The answers created are indicative of a response that could be given by a good candidate. It's not that the candidate need to write this only, but one of the best response. They are not to be considered exhaustive. Matlab, there are many different answers possible. This is not the only answer, model answer. And other appropriate relevant response would receive credit. और अगर आपका आंसर लॉजिकल है, मॉडल आंसर से नहीं मिलता है, then also you will be getting marks. CIMA will not accept challenges to these answers on the basis of academic judgment. आप अगर सीमा को बोलेंगे आपने गलत लिखा है, ये ऐसा वैसा, कोई चैलेंज नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज ये 2 + 2 4 नहीं है. It's more than a justification giving logic. So there is nothing wrong or right. Answer का लिखने का तरीका क्या है? They have written requirement 1. Not that they are writing the entire question. They are just writing requirement 1, requirement a key stakeholder. And then they are started writing in paragraph format. 1 paragraph, 2 paragraph, 3rd paragraph, 4th paragraph. They have written 4 paragraphs. Okay? Are they writing for any paragraph, any heading and all that? No. You want to put heading for a paragraph? You can. Are they writing like in Indian BCom exam we write Roman 1, 1 line, Roman 2, another line, Roman 3, another line, and we have written 40 lines, 40 points, and we dance later on after the exam. 40 point लिखा है मैंने, वैसा नहीं है यहाँ. The number of points are not important. Explanation of all those points to the base level is more important. Here, there is no English or grammar mistake because it is institute model answer. When you will type in the software of the exam, spelling and grammar check will not be happening automatically. Spelling mistake, grammar mistake will remain. But there is no deduction of marks for spelling or grammar mistake. No problem. If whatever you are writing, I am as an examiner not able to understand, I will not give you marks. और handwriting का कोई मतलब नहीं, because it is computer based exam, typing है, तो handwriting का बात ही नहीं है. So don't take tension along those lines. But आप पहली क्लास से ही समझ लीजिए आंसर लिखना कैसे है. मैं इतनी बार बोलता हूं, फिर बाद में भी बोलूंगा होमवर्क देने के टाइम पे, फिर भी स्टूडेंट अपना बीकॉम बुद्धि लगाएगा. Point number A, 1 line. Point number B, 2 line. Point number C, 3 line. Point number D, 4 line. And point number Z, 26 lines. Laddu milega, laddu. No marks will be allotted to the students if you are not following the way the examiners are writing the answers. They are recommending. फिर बाद में 2 के अंदर भी they are writing 1 paragraph, 2 paragraph, 3, 4 paragraphs. Key stakeholders and then 2. अगर आप देखेंगे they have written 2 pages. Normally, if you write around 60 to 70 lines with 11 font size, it will be coming approximately 1.5, 1.75 pages. मतलब 2 पेज उन्होंने थोड़ा ज्यादा ही लिखा है. But not that they have written 3, 4 pages. There are many answers which they have written 3, 4 pages that nobody can write. I can say that when you will write your answer and then you compare with the model answers, definitely you will think that they have written better. Definitely you will think that the model answer is far, far high level than what you are writing. Model answer is not written in 35 minutes. Model answer is not written by one examiner. It's a team of examiner. In 7, 10, 20 days, they have written this model answer. आप कैसे compare करोगे? And while reading the model answer, they have referred Google, Chat, GPT, material, everything. You can't write this, sir. Don't demean yourself that you cannot write this much. I cannot write. Nobody can write. But if nobody can write, then how anybody is passing the exam? तो आप वैसा क्वेश्चन उठाओगे कि सर इनका आंसर बहुत बढ़िया है. बढ़िया है यार, हमको भी टाइम दो ना, 10 दिन हम भी लिख के लाते हैं बढ़िया से, आफ्टर डूइंग ऑल द रिसर्च एंड ऑल दैट. सो डोंट रेज दीज टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस after reading the model answer that they are very good. What they are asking, are you covering, critically analyze based on model answer, you will be able to understand whether you will get pass or not, which is my job. When you write the answer, submit that, I will evaluate whether you will be getting passing marks or not. पासिंग मार्क्स आपको मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा मैं बोलूंगा, आपको टेंशन क्या लेना है. तो ये नीचे इन्होंने सारा आंसर्स वेरिएंट 1, वेरिएंट 2 सभी का यहाँ दे दिया यार. इवन दो दिस इज वी आर टॉकिंग वेरिएंट 1, दे हैव गिवन ऑल द आंसर्स. ये एक्चुअल एग्जाम क्वेश्चन पेपर है, मैंने घर से नहीं बनाया, सीमा वेबसाइट से लिया है. सीमा के वेबसाइट पे जाकर लिंक से खोलकर रखा है मैंने कि बाद में एट द टाइम ऑफ क्लास आई डोंट नीड टू ओपन अगेन एंड अगेन. एंड दिस लिंक आई विल गिव यू. You can open all the papers of the past terms. This is CIMA exam, 3 hour, 1 hour every task. 1 hour unseen, 2, 3 requirements. Again, next hour unseen, 2, 3 requirements, like that. Every task you need to complete within 1 hour. 1 hour gone, the answer gone. You are forced to go to the second one. Suppose you will say that, sir, first one, जो first one है मैंने वो आंसर बहुत जल्दी लिख लिया सर. आपने बोला कि सपोज फर्स्ट वन आपने बहुत जल्दी लिख लिया, आपने फर्स्ट आंसर बहुत फटाफट लिख लिया. सपोज you have written the first answer in 50 minutes. Still, I will say use your 10 minutes further here only, because the 10 minutes saved cannot be used in the second part. दूसरे पार्ट में you will not get 70 minutes, 60 minutes से मिलेगा. So why to waste your 10 minutes? Read, improve further. और वैसे there is no student who says that sir I completed in less than 60 minutes. बल्कि student says that sir मेरे को time कम पड़ा. The time was less. I couldn't complete in that time. So for that reason, that question doesn't arise if you complete earlier. ये सीमा का क्वेश्चन पेपर था, ठीक है ना. This is सीमा क्वेश्चन पेपर. Now go into ACCA. ACCA global question paper, ACCA global.com. ACCAglobal.com. The past term papers will be available only to registered students. They are not available to anybody else. Okay? You go in student tab, under student tab, ACCA qualification. Under ACCA qualification, all the subjects we are talking strategic business leader case study. Under strategic business leader case study, you go in the past exams and questions. Past exams and questions में जाने के लिए login करिए. When you log in, you need to use your ID and password of ACCA Institute. ID and password of ACCA Institute. One ID and password I have used, it is taking me to another website. Attached website with the ACCA main website. In this website, in the right-hand side, I will be getting all the subjects of ACCA. It is coming. All the subjects I am concerned with. Strategic Business Leader, SBL. Strategic Business Leader official resources. Past exam library. Practice exam. And specimen exam. मान लीजिए I am going into practice exam. Or suppose I will go in past exam library only. September, December, no. Let's go into this which is already assigned. SBL December 2023. I will go in the, it is already assigned in the left-hand side. Left-hand side, past exam library. SBL past exam library. PM. SBL past and practice exams. इसमें SBL September, December 2021. Suppose start this only. Any one paper, we just need to see the feeling. In the left-hand side, this is the pre-seen material. In 2021, better I should not open this. I should open the newer one, better. SBL past and practice exams. '23. Pre-seen September 2023 mock exam. Suppose this one. SBL pre-September mock exam. I am opening this one. So pre-seen information. This pre-seen information will be released around 28th of May. This is ACCA pre-seen information. है ना? Strategic Business Leader September 23 pre-seen information. Introduction, but the total number of pages are around 13. For ACCA, the pre-seen information are half the volume. For CIMA, it is around 26-27 pages. For ACCA, it is around 13 pages. 15 pages, you can say maximum. Again, introduction about the company, about their business, about their location, the industry information. It is about four-wheeler or two-wheeler, then hybrid vehicle, different types of vehicle which they are offering. What are the different types of vehicles? The market size, the demand, the technological factors, then charging options, because electric vehicles, charging options, what are the charging fees and all that, how the company is thinking about environment, sustainability. Then you can say the company's background, more information, when they established, what they did, maybe their director board structure, their executive, non-executive directors details, then their product range, different products, what are the features, what are the performance of the different products in the past, then their customers' background, their suppliers' detail. Then you can see that how they are manufacturing the different types of products. Then the risk in the company and what the company has done to manage those risks. Then again, there is some website information, vision, goals and objectives. Then the financial data in CIMA, they are giving PL account, balance sheet and all that. Here they are not giving. Not a single exam. The ACCA pre-scene give you PL account, balance sheet detail. Based on PL account, balance sheet, they are giving graphical presentation. Revenue growth in last 5 years, profit margin in last 5 years, return on assets, operating cash flows, debt to equity, inventory turnover, and then some notes. That means they are saving the pages around at least 5-7 pages on financials, because in CIMA, the financials for the company and the competitor both are given in 5-6 pages. And in CIMA, the detail about everything, whether it's an introduction of the company, whether about detail of the industry, product range, the information about the industry is much detailed. The newspaper articles are more and more detailed. Those things are there, but those things in ACCA, in pre-scene given in less number of pages, but in CIMA it is given in more pages. Maybe you can say that for that reason, CIMA publishing the pre-scene material 40-45 days before exam, and ACCA publishing the pre-scene material, what I should say, around 15 days before the exam. Maybe that is the reason वो लोग ऐसा करते हैं. लेकिन इसका क्वेश्चंस में जाना है. अनसीन पोर्शन, और अनसीन पोर्शन pre-March 24 mock exam. Let me check. Pre-December 23 mock exam. FM SBL. You can see. Now in the exam, now the presentation of the screen for giving the exam is slightly different in CIMA and ACCA. In ACCA, everything, entire thing on one screen. Left hand side, the unseen portion, 4 exhibits. Every exhibit saying something. And then based on the exhibit, the pre-scene information is available in the entire exam. Whenever you click, this is available. Even in CIMA exam also, the pre-scene will be available in a tab. In the exam hall, you can open the pre-scene anytime, whenever you like. You can open the pre-scene whenever you like. The task. This is the first task, which is of 28 marks. The first task is of 28 marks. The first task is of 3 parts, 16, 4 and 8 marks. A 16 and 4 and B 8 marks. In ACCA, for professional marks, extra marks are there. For professional marks, you don't need to write anything, but they are given as extra marks. So out of first 28 marks question, there is 4 marks free. 16 and 8, 24 marks you need to write, 4 marks free. If you write a proper answer, automatically you will get. Suppose what is written, prepare a report for the CEO that critically evaluates the proposal received from the sea land government that discuss the benefits and challenges of accepting the proposal for VTM and recommend the appropriate course of action. We need to see what is the proposal of the government and whether we should accept the proposal of government or not. That I cannot say without reading the scenario and all that. These are not technical question कि आपको बैलेंस शीट बनाना है, गुडविल निकालना है, AFM में आपको फॉरेक्स का कैलकुलेशन, वो सब नहीं है. These are all practical oriented business case study. इसका आपको आंसर कोई एग्जैक्ट, suppose my recommendation is that we should be accepting the proposal of government. Your recommendation is that you should not be accepting. My recommendation is based on my logic, my justification. Your recommendation is based on your logic, your recommendation. So I mean to say that you need to understand, कोई fixed answer नहीं है. If your logic is correct, maybe your answer is different than mine, you will be getting marks. वो आपको develop करना है. In coming 2 months, you need to develop this. Now, for writing the answers, they have given here the word file. You can type your answer. Some window features are there. कोई जरूरत नहीं पड़ता है भाई, कोई टाइम नहीं है, चुपचाप से टाइप करना है, उतना ही टाइम है. If, because in ACCA, maybe some calculations are there, you can use Excel. वैसे in this question there is no Excel requirement. Slides, PowerPoint presentation. In CIMA, they are not giving you answers to be written as a slide presentation. But in ACCA, they are giving you slide and you can write the answers at a slide. They will ask the questions that write the answers in a PowerPoint slides. We will discuss. Don't worry. कुछ है नहीं अलग से. But if you refer the model answers here also, suppose this is the first question of 28 marks. Now the second question of 36 marks. In that second question of 36 marks, these things are same. That is not another 4 unseen. That same unseen in the beginning, now the requirement is same. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 questions here, 2 questions there. 2 to 4, 6, a 2 to 4. And then the third one. The third one is again 36 marks, 28, 36, 36, total 100 marks. And if you open this again, there will be 2 questions or maybe 3 questions. The questions are 19, 12, 2 questions. Total 6 questions in ACCA. Maybe 7, as I said, 6 to 8 questions for different marks. Not that every question will be consuming the same marks. Question का mark अलग रहेगा, time allocation भी अलग है. और आपको ऐसे करके पेपर कंप्लीट करना है. I have not done anything. I want to proceed. Exit exam. They are asking yes. Exit exam. They are saying exit yes. Exit yes. Now I want to check the model answers. You are getting the same screen in the beginning where we started. Model answer के लिए यहाँ mark tab में जाएंगे. You will go in the mark tab. In the mark tab, I need to check that answer. SBL, self-mark. This is the paper. Now the model answers you will be getting from the institute side. Like CIMA model answer, ACCA model answer. It is opening. In the left-hand side, you will get all the answers. First of all, you are getting the marking guidelines. Then you click here, sample answer. Then the sample answer you are getting. Here a sample answer. In the sample answer, I think this is which subject? मेरे ख्याल से ये आंसर मैंने AFM खोल लिया है. Sorry, 1 second. I need to open SBL. Pre-September. SBL, this one. Sorry, I opened the AFM model answer. So again, the marking guidelines, and now click the suggested answers. When you click the suggested answer, you are getting. This is the suggested answer since it is a report to be given to somebody. Again, the answer is in paragraph format. Same CIMA style. No Roman 1, Roman 2, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, वो सब नहीं है. In the paragraph structure, they are writing the answers. Obviously, the answer is very high level, which the student will not be able to write in given time frame. But फिर भी ये नहीं है कि हम पास नहीं होंगे, because normally ACCA SBL result globally, ACCA SBL result globally is always 50% plus, 50, 55%. CIMA strategic case study results is around 40, 45, 50%. 50 नहीं होता, 40 से 50 के बीच में. In our case, normally the way I am teaching, maybe I am good or bad, that you all will decide. In ACCA SBL, the result is always at least 80% plus. In CIMA, it is around sometimes 65, 66, 70%. Sometimes it is 80% plus. मतलब अपने always the results is better than the average pass percentage of the institute. Every time, every term after term. Approximately, I can say that in CIMA, I teach in both the terms, even though 4 terms, but I teach approximately in a year 35 to 40 students in a strategic case study. And suppose there are around 25 to 30 are giving exams. Out of that 25 to 30, minimum 15 Average around 20 students passed the exam. That means I think that that's a good success formula. Because when term after term, when the students are passing this much, that means the success formula we have. Those who are not giving exam, don't count them. Those who are giving the exam, उसमें से 20-25% मोटा मोटी पास नहीं होता. और जो नहीं होता वो एग्जाम के दिन, रिजल्ट के दिन नहीं पता चलता है. बिलीव करिए, चाहे रवि बोले, चाहे अमित बोले, चाहे आफरा बोले, चाहे ललित बोले, चाहे कंदोरी बोले, एनीबडी, वो क्लास में ही पता रहता है. नॉट टू मी, टू एवरीबडी, कि whether this student will pass the exam or not. The result will not decide your fate. Your preparation will decide your fate. कि whether you are preparing properly or not. I can understand everybody is very busy because nobody is a normal student. But वो business सोच कर ही तो हम कोर्स कर रहे हैं ना. So you have to give time, whatever time to be given. And I will discuss the time is not required from anybody 4 or 5 hours in a day. It's hardly approximately 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Bas, more than enough. That much time you need to take out every day. Every day, man. Every day. You can't study only on Saturday, Sunday, 6 hours each. Not allowed. You need to study every day. 1.5 hours, 2 hours. It's more than enough to pass the exam, this exam. If you put your efforts, you will get the result. So it's not that hawa, that why the students are not passing and all that. There is a good percentage of results we are bringing term after term. तो आप अगर नहीं पास हो रहे हैं, नहीं हो रहा है, इसका मतलब है कुछ तो आप में गड़बड़ है. आप ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हैं, काम नहीं कर रहे हैं. अब ये है कि द क्लासेस आर बीइंग कंडक्टेड फॉर ACCA सीमा स्टूडेंट टुगेदर. सीमा के लिए प्री सीन 4-5 दिन बाद आ जाएगा, ACCA नहीं आएगा. सो वेदर वी रेफर द प्री सीन ऑफ ACCA और सीमा पास टर्म, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. हम लोग को तो क्या करना है, बाय टेकिंग अ बेस ऑफ वन प्री सीन वी नीड टू प्रिपेयर डिफरेंट एंगल. एक प्री सीन के बेसिस पे जितना भी बिजनेस का केसेस होता है, दैट वी नीड टू डिस्कस, वी नीड टू हेल्प यू टू राइट द आंसर्स, इवैल्यूएट योर आंसर्स एंड एवरीथिंग. तो इनिशियली व्हेन वी हैव सीमा केस स्टडी रेडी, after 5 days we will be studying based on the CIMA case study for coming till 15th of May. फिर 15th May के बाद सीमा वाले तो एग्जाम देने चले ही जाएंगे. From 22nd May to 25th May exam is there. And by the time I will finish सीमा के साथ write up all questions based study, उसके बाद ACCA का प्री सीन आ जाएगा. So when it will be coming for 10 days we will study ACCA pre-scene based study. अब ACCA के लिए उतना 40 दिन नहीं रहेगा. तो प्री-सीन का नोट्स बनाए, आपको 1-2 मॉक पेपर दिया, आप उसका आंसर लिख कर दिए, इवैल्यूएट की, स्टोरी खत्म. यहां पर टाइम थोड़ा ज्यादा मिल रहा है. आई रिक्वेस्टेड ACCA टीम that they should also give the pre-scene material in advance, not 15 days. Maybe they will accept later on. That was my suggestion to them. If it is a pre-scene based exam, why to not to give them earlier so that they can prepare much better, more advanced one. Maybe they will do the changes. देखते हैं. अभी तो उन्होंने मेरा recommendation accept नहीं किया है. So for that reason, we will say that today is the 30th March. We are understanding the exam pattern and everything. We will mingle with each other at the end. We will come to know each other at the end. Then on 6th April, we will have the pre-scene. 5th अप्रैल को आएगा, मैं आपके साथ नोट्स वगैरह शेयर कर दूंगा. 6th अप्रैल को प्री सीन डिस्कस करेंगे. और प्री सीन डिस्कशन करने के बाद एंड में जो कोर एरिया ABCDE वो लोग बोलते हैं 5 एरिया, विच इज यू कैन से कवरिंग ऑल द एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ बिजनेस, हम लोग उनको भी थोड़ा बहुत डिस्कशन चालू करेंगे. मैं उस दिन कोर 6th अप्रैल, दैट इज इन द नेक्स्ट सैटरडे, मैं आपको कोर एरिया A और B से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन भी दे दूंगा क्लास खत्म होने के बाद. आप वो क्वेश्चन का आंसर लिखेंगे. कब तक? नेक्स्ट 1 वीक, 6th अप्रैल से 13th अप्रैल के अंदर. कौन कौन? ACCA सीमा बोथ. नौटंकी मत चालू करना, सर दिस इज AC सीमा 1, शुड आई राइट? पास होना है तो राइट करना, नहीं होना है मत करना, सीधा बात है. वेदर यू आर ACCA और सीमा स्टूडेंट, चुपचाप से आंसर लिखना है. आपको आंसर लिखने के लिए बोलेगा सर आप कुछ पढ़ाए नहीं, आंसर क्या लिखें? करिए ना रिसर्च. You go on my YouTube channel, you open study material, you go in ChatGPT, you go in Google, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कर. रिसर्च करने के बाद चुपचाप से आंसर लिखकर सबमिट करना है. आई विल बी गिविंग यू टाइम. that core area A answer need to be submitted by 4 days later, and B, core area B, by 7 days later. Core area A will have 2 to 3 क्वेश्चन, core area B will have 2 to 3 क्वेश्चंस. आप रिसर्च करके आंसर लिखेंगे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. लेकिन when you write the answer, write as per the time frame which we discussed. If it is 60%, 30 minutes. If it is 70%, what I should say, the 35, if it is 20%, 20 minutes, that way. 1% का 1 मिनट, उतना टाइम देकर आंसर लिखना है, कहीं से कॉपी नहीं करना है, अपनी लैंग्वेज में. I will check your answers and I will give you the model answers. फिर उसके बाद we will go on 13th April. On 13th April A B डिस्कशन खत्म होगा नहीं. We will discuss A and B area, your answers and everything. And if the time permit, we will start discussing core area C and D. थोड़ा बहुत टाइम मिल जाएगा. Again, C and D question will be given on 13th April till the 20th April. 20 अप्रैल तक आप उसका आंसर लिखोगे. Again, you will do your research and all that. Nobody. हम लोग एक एक एरिया के साथ सारा कोर्स डिस्कशन करते जाएंगे. All the technicality, maybe foreign exchange risk, interest rate risk, maybe funding, maybe debt, maybe equity, maybe valuation, maybe mergers, acquisition, सब डिस्कस करते जाएंगे धीरे धीरे कर. Not in a technical way. Not that I am solving valuation का सम सॉल्व करेंगे, वो नहीं है. जो जरूरत है उस तरह से सब 1 by 1 डिस्कशन करते जाएंगे. एक एक एरिया विल हेल्प अस इन द डिस्कशन. सो डिस्कशन भी हो रहा है, प्रीसीन अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी हो रहा है, अनसीन प्रिपरेशन भी हो रहा है, मॉक क्वेश्चन भी हो रहा है, आंसर भी लिख रहे हैं. एवरीथिंग आर गोइंग टुगेदर. फिर उसके बाद हम लोग 20th को आएंगे तो कोर एरिया सी और डी डिस्कशन बाकी रहेगा, उसको कंप्लीट करेंगे. कोर एरिया ई के बारे में जाएंगे. कोर एरिया ई का आंसर आप लिखेंगे नेक्स्ट वीक. अब आप 27 अप्रैल को आएंगे. कोर एरिया ई का डिस्कशन हम लोग कंप्लीट करेंगे, आपका आंसर चेक करेंगे, आपको मॉडल आंसर देंगे. बैलेंस इफ एनी, कोई भी किसी का डाउट फाउट है वो सब कंप्लीट करेंगे. मैं लिखा हूं यहां पर टिल दिस डेट यू कैन रेफर एनीथिंग टू राइट योर आंसर, जस्ट दैट डोंट कॉपी एंड पेस्ट फ्रॉम देयर. आपको जो रेफर करना है, जहां से रेफर करना है आप करते जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. लेकिन अब आप नेक्स्ट मोड में आ जाइए. नाउ यू गो इनटू द नेक्स्ट मोड. ठीक है, ये एक छूट गया यहां, 1 सेकेंड. 4th अप्रैल, सॉरी 4th May till 11th May. 4th May से 11th May में मॉक टेस्ट इन द क्लास. मॉक टेस्ट इन द क्लास. अब आप घर से लिख रहे हैं मॉक टेस्ट, मैं मॉक टेस्ट देना चालू कर दूंगा मई में. मॉक टेस्ट क्लास में भी लेंगे एंड आई विल बी गिविंग यू सम मॉक पेपर टू राइट द आंसर्स. नाउ आई विल बी आस्किंग यू, डोंट रेफर एनीथिंग. नाउ यू थिंक दैट एग्जाम इज देयर. आपको कुछ रेफर करने नहीं मिलेगा. नो चैट जीपीटी, नो गूगल, नो स्टडी मटेरियल, नथिंग. यू थिंक एग्जाम इज गोइंग ऑन. सो क्लास में भी टेस्ट लूंगा, अलग से आपको मॉक टेस्ट दिया जाएगा जिसका आंसर आप लिख के देंगे. मॉक टेस्ट इन द क्लास यहां होएगा. मॉक टेस्ट इन द क्लास. ठीक है, यहां पर मैं बोलूंगा एक्स्ट्रा मॉक टेस्ट. एक्स्ट्रा मॉक टेस्ट लेंगे आपका, एक्स्ट्रा मॉक टेस्ट. ठीक है, डाउट्स वगैरह क्लियर करेंगे. मोटा मोटी 11 तक ये सब खत्म हो जाएगा, बट में भी कुछ और डाउट लेफ्ट है, किसी को कुछ पूछना, इतना सारा किए हैं और एक्स्ट्रा प्रिपरेशन, रिवीजन और समथिंग 18th को और कर लिया जाएगा. नॉर्मली बाय 11th में माय जॉब इज ओवर, बट इफ सपोज सिंस वी हैव टाइम वी कैन टेक 1 more क्लासेस ऑन 18th में. बहुत बार ये होता नहीं है बिकॉज स्टूडेंट का कुछ पूछने का बचता नहीं है. सो नहीं बचता है तो क्लास 18th में को कभी कभी होता भी नहीं. सो अगर जरूरत पड़ेगा होगा, नहीं तो नहीं होएगा. और 18th में से आई विल सी व्हेन द प्रीसीन मटेरियल फॉर ACCA विल रिलीज, वही क्लासेस ACCA के लिए चलेगा. अब सीमा को ज्वाइन करने का जरूरत नहीं, उसका अपना रेडी है. ACCA के लिए 18th में, 22nd 25th में एक्स्ट्रा क्लास, देयर प्रीसीन, देयर एनालिसिस, देयर मॉक टेस्ट क्लास में कर लिया जाएगा. वो करके और 22nd to 24 में सीमा का एग्जाम है. उसके लिए आपको एग्जाम फॉर्म 8th May तक भरना है. 8th May is the last date to fill up the exam form. ध्यान रखना, because many times student forget, institute will not allow to fill up the exam on any date. From 28th May till 2nd of June 10-12 दिन ACCA का प्री सीन और मॉक्स किया जाएगा, जिसमें सीमा का जरूरत नहीं. लेकिन जब ACCA स्टूडेंट अप टिल 18th में इस तरह से प्रिपरेशन करेगा, वो एक केस स्टडी को एनालिसिस करके क्वेश्चन आंसर देना खुद ही समझ जाएगा, उतना परिपक्व हो चुका होएगा। दैट मच अंडरस्टैंडिंग द स्टूडेंट विल डेवलप, उसको और प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी, वो उसको डेवलप कर पाएगा। आई विल से दैट हियर आई हैव रिटन कि स्टूडेंट जो लोग एफएलपी वाले हैं उनको E3 P3 F3 का असाइनमेंट कंप्लीट करना है। आई डोंट नो द लास्ट डेट बट इट इज अराउंड मिड ऑफ अप्रैल, मिड ऑफ अप्रैल या मई, मेरे को ध्यान नहीं है, आप अपना चेक कर लीजिएगा भाई। इफ यू डोंट सबमिट द असाइनमेंट दे विल नॉट अलाउ यू टू बुक द केस स्टडी एग्जाम। अच्छा मई तो हो ही नहीं सकता, मिड ऑफ अप्रैल, बिकॉज 8th May इज द लास्ट डेट टू बुक द एग्जाम। मिड ऑफ अप्रैल यानी कि 15 दिन ही है आपके पास। उसमें करना क्या है, क्वेश्चन है, ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप आंसर है ABCD, आपको कुछ नहीं पढ़ना है। डोंट स्टडी एनीथिंग, यू सेलेक्ट बी, सबमिट, इफ इट इज रॉन्ग यू सबमिट अगेन सेलेक्टिंग सी, इफ इट इज रॉन्ग सबमिट अगेन सेलेक्टिंग ए, वो भी रॉन्ग डी, 4 बार करना पड़ सकता है। चुपचाप से आप असाइनमेंट सबमिट करिए। इफ यू आर नॉर्मली एक्सेलरेटेड स्टूडेंट, CA CMA क्वालिफाइड और हैविंग मोर देन 12 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस, स्ट्रैटेजी की स्टडी, आपको ये सब करना ही नहीं है। एग्जाम्स आर हेल्ड 4 times in a year, February, May, August and November. So the next exam is in May. For 2 terms, May and August pre-seen same, November, February pre-seen same. पहले 2020 के पहले for every term the pre-seen was different. Like in ACCA, for all the 4 terms, March, June, September, December, pre-seen is different. But in CIMA, the pre-seen for 2 terms are same. Maybe ACCA will also change the pre-seen because उतना pre-seen बनाने में बहुत resources चाहिए. If you are taking the classes for May 23, like you all, and you are not giving exam in May because of any reason, you will be giving exam in August. For August, there will no live classes. Live class because वही pre-seen है. आपके पास recorded videos रहेगा, you can prepare with that, but for August, there will not be any live classes. For August, I will be sharing some extra mocks, around approximately 2 to 3 mocks. आप उसको प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं, लेकिन लाइव क्लास अगस्त के लिए नहीं होएगा। और आप मान लीजिए अगस्त में भी आप एग्जाम नहीं दिए कोई कारण से, कुछ भी, और या दिए मई अगस्त और क्लियर नहीं हुआ, द क्लासेस वैलिडिटी आर फॉर 2 terms, May and August. Because for November there will be a separate pre-seen, separate study, separate efforts. The classes you can do for 2 terms. Whatever may be the reason, maybe suppose something happened which you cannot avoid, or because of your not preparing properly, because of your office pressure, family pressure, something, you are getting 2 term support. If you are not able to give the exam or couldn't qualify, you can join again for the separately for the classes. We charge 50%, everybody know. If you don't give the exam, don't pass the exam, then in that case, next time you can join by paying 50%. CIMA case study is based on pre-seen. As I said, some dates are written. For this term, it is 5th April, 22nd May is the exam. The pre-seen is what? 3 hours exam, 45. I have written everything here. How many lines of answer to be written? Just last thing. The pass marks in CIMA, 150 marks is the total paper, and the pass marks is 80. 80 by 150 is coming approximately 53%. That means the student need to score 53% to pass the exam. But not in every variant. They are preparing 7-8 types of papers. Some papers are easy, some are difficult. Nobody knows which paper is easy or difficult. There's institute, no. They will not disclose. If it is, I mean to say, if it is a difficult variant, then whatever marks you score, they will make it 110, 115, 105%. But if it is an easy variant, lower than average, then in that case, they will be, whatever marks you will score, they will multiply it by 90%, 95%. So whatever marks announced to the student, they are weighted average marks. Sometimes student score 79. Student बोलता है सर क्या 9 साफी है, 79 क्यों दिया है? Examiner has not given you 79. Examiner maybe has given you 75 or 85. But the computer has multiplied with 105%, 110 or 95%. So it becomes 79. Examiner will never give you 79 marks. Understand? वो weighted average marks. That weighted average marks should be 80 to pass the exam. So I normally say that don't think 53%. Think that if it is a difficult variant, even 45% will be the pass marks. But if it is very easy variant, then the 57% will be the pass marks. Mota moti, I will say pass marks is around 50% based on different variant, 80 out of 150. ACCA के अंदर ऐसा नहीं है. ACCA is not giving this weighted average marks and all that. Maybe they are doing internally, they have not said anything like that. In ACCA, 100 marks paper and 50 is the pass marks, 50%. And normally when the students are completing the paper, writing the answer as per the requirement, they always pass the exam. The problem doesn't arise. Then comes, if you have any technical query with our classes, you need to mail to, what do you say, at our mail ID classes@saraf. You can call my staff, but I will advise don't call them. Even yesterday, only one student was saying that, sir, I have given the WhatsApp 2 days back, but the staff has not replied. Even I am saying in the first class, don't WhatsApp them. Don't WhatsApp. Just mail at classes@saraf.academy. They will definitely help you. But suppose today, 4 o'clock is the office. If you are mailing later, you will get the reply on Monday. I am available every time. My staff are not available every time. They are available in office time. So when you are having technical problem, videos are not running or anything happening, then in the notes are not there, something, then you will mail, they will reply. You don't need to message me or my team members, even though numbers are written. If you have subject related query, you are not understanding anything, you can disturb me anytime, no problem. I am taking class, then nowadays तो I am switching off my mobile phone. कहीं नहीं, चालू ही नहीं. क्लास के टाइम पे फोन ही बंद, जमेला ही खत्म. So during the time of class, you can't catch me. You need to wait for some time. I will give you call back. And if you say that you want to prepare, I will generally advise so much reading of the technical material of Kaplan, E3, P3, F3, and my advice is no. But if you want to read, you can. I will say that go on YouTube, refer my YouTube channel. So many types of different aspects video you will be getting. Or maybe on YouTube, something for which I don't have any video on my channel. Somewhere else. मैंने नॉर्मली जैसे ही प्री सीन आएगा मैं आप लोग को वीडियो देने वाला हूं उसके ऊपर, गूगल यूट्यूब से निकाल के. कहां से देने वाला? आज नहीं. YouTube is famous after Corona more and more. I am to giving since 2015 when the case study is running. मैं तो वहां से दे रहा हूं, ये आज की बात थोड़ी ना है. तो नॉर्मली आप ज्यादातर YouTube वगैरह पे रिसर्च करिए, चैट जीपीटी में करिए, गूगल में करिए. बहुत ज्यादा टेक्निकल स्टडी मत करिए. It will not benefit you in CIMA case study exam or ACCA case study exam. I think what I need to say about the exam, about the preparation, about the system, about the pre-seen material, about the exam standard, about the question, anything, I have said. There is nothing in my mind. And you will get the recording. One thing I forgot. Once the class is over, you will get the recordings by default. You don't need to request, sir, I missed the class and all that. आपको रिकॉर्डिंग क्लास होने के बाद मिलेगा ही. रिकॉर्डिंग कहां मिलेगा? This first class recording will be there on YouTube. You can see. But after the first class, the subsequent class recording will be in the software. बोलेगा, sir, I don't have the software. You connect with my team, mail them, they will give you the software. In the software, you can see the recordings on one single laptop and one mobile phone Android based. One single laptop and one mobile phone Android based. Laptop can be MacBook, but mobile phone, iPhone not allowed for recording, not for live class. Recording will be seen after the first class, not on YouTube, in the software, anytime, whenever you like. But if I'm taking the class on Saturday and we are finishing the class, say 6 p.m., you will get the recording on Monday morning around 12 o'clock. Because Saturday, Sunday staff नहीं है, तो आपको थोड़ा वेट करना पड़ेगा. आपको मंडे रिकॉर्डिंग मिलेगा. कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है यार, बीच में हॉलीडे नहीं होता तो होता. I will try my level best to upload the recording on my own only, but I generally feel problem in uploading that. The staff do that. But मैं ट्राई करूंगा, कर लूंगा. आप मन में सोचिए मंडे मिलेगा. You don't need to request. Recordings automatically student will get once the class is over. Next day, you can see on one single laptop and one mobile phone Android based. लेकिन फिर भी रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं है, नोट्स नहीं, कुछ भी, एनी टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम, जस्ट मेल. Don't WhatsApp me, don't call my staff, don't WhatsApp them. Just mail, you will get the reply, you will get the resolution. For subject related query, you will be connecting with me, calling me and all that, no problem. So before proceeding further, anybody has any specific question to ask, which I have not said, I forgot, or I said but you were not there in front of the screen, आपको फिर से पूछना है, anything. क्या भाई? मिस्टर रवि, मिस्टर अदनान, मिस्टर अमित, मिस आफरा, ललित, कौंदारी, सौरभ जोशी, उत्कर्ष, जॉयजीत, anyone? In the YouTube chat, slightly the chat works slowly. So आपको जो भी पूछना है आप चैट करिए, लिखिए, I will reply. क्या रवि जी कुछ बोलना नहीं है? अदनान, one question for two questions in one section, both has to be answered in the same box or two separate box will be given. IMA. I will say that if I will show you, if you are talking about what I should say, मैंने बंद कर दिया उसको. If you are talking about ACCA, then there is one portion which they are giving as writing the answers. मान लीजिए फिर से लॉग इन करते हैं. If you are talking about ACCA, ठीक है, ठीक है, सीमा बोल रहे हैं बट ACCA भी बता दे रहा हूं. Pre-September mock. So for ACCA, the word processor is there. In this word processor, you need to write the answer. Maybe ये दूसरा subject खुल गया है, doesn't matter. For CIMA, this is the question. And now this is the answer sheet. Here only you need to write both the answers, sir. Here only they have given on the top task 1, A 60% and B 40%. So when you are proceeding further and you are getting the place where you can write the answer, यहीं पर आपको A, B दोनों लिखना है. The total time is 60 minutes. Reading, writing, planning, everything. If I will say that in the third question, third scenario, they are giving 3 questions, na? A, B, C. 3 questions. All 3 need to be written answers here. It will automatically increase. You don't think that I want to write more than this. Automatically, it will add another slide. You can go on writing in the slide. Don't think that this is the only write-up portion. You are writing A answer in this entire slide. Automatically, you will put enter. The next slide will come. There is no, you don't need to ask separate seat. बचपन में करते थे ना, मेरे को extra loose seat दीजिए, loose ही है सब. You go on writing ABC, all the answers here, sir. No need to. Bus just 60 minutes over. You will not get 60 minutes 1 second also. Finish. Submitted. You cannot request to the invigilator, please give me 2 minutes more. I want to cover this. वो सब गया, sir. वो सब नहीं है। So should we proceed, or anybody has any specific query relating to CIMA or ACCA, relating to what will be the classes, when the classes will be run and all that? कुछ भी बोलना है, कुछ भी पूछना है भाई, नहीं तो फिर मैं अभी ये बंद कर रहा हूं, and I will be giving Zoom link for the another class where registered student will be joining, because I will be giving a separate Zoom link at your mail ID. I have received the strategic case study but cannot disclose, sir. Because we will prepare in, I have already prepared the notes and everything, all research done. But ethically, I should not, because the way they mail us and they say that the material should not be disclosed to any student or anybody, it will be against the law. तो वो sir रहने दीजिए. So I received the material for management case study around 10 days before the student release. Similarly, strategic case study I released already 5-6 days back. So I was continuously studying that pre-seen material, preparing the notes and all that. For that reason, once it will be released in the public domain, instantly you will get the notes and all that. But cannot share. And even though if you call me, then also. Sir, आजकल बहुत ऐसा है, गड़बड़ है sir. Sorry sir. Extremely sorry. Since we are the tutor, we are the learning partner, we have always the luxury to get. But ACCA का नहीं मिलता है sir. ACCA pre-seen I will be getting also on the day when the student will get. ACCA is not sharing with the tutors, with the learning partner earlier. CIMA is sharing. That also I requested to ACCA Institute that we need to teach. So we need to prepare in advance, but they are not hearing. ठीक है sir? Sorry sir. It's, you can say, ethical guidelines. We should not violate the ethical guidelines. And we will be getting ample of time to prepare. I am getting in advance, reason being that I need to teach all of you. So if I am not prepared, how I will be entering into the class, sir? है ना? तो ACCA का आने के बाद 2 दिन मेरे को लगता है कि सपोज ACCA pre-seen material released on 20th. I need 2 days to prepare at least, यार. I am not a Bhagwan. Anything else anybody has to say? क्या रवि जी कुछ बोलना नहीं है मेरे भाई? कुछ तो बोल यार. Students seriously start preparation when they get the pre-seen. Even though they are studying here and there, so many things, they start preparation when they get the pre-seen. But in ACCA, you cannot start preparation when you will get the pre-seen. That is very late. Based on other pre-seen, based on other materials which are there, you need to start your preparation. So ACCA is also starting the preparation with the CIMA students, so that they get ample of time to get hold of them, to understand the concept and give the exam and pass the exam. So मैं इसको बंद कर रहा हूं भाई. I am giving you another class link for now. You all will join in that. It is a Zoom link. Those who are registered student, वो Zoom link के अंदर, when you join, it will be asking you registration. You will write your mail ID. You will write your name. You will write your mobile number. It will allow you to go into the class. Once it will allow you, it will be asking you use your computer, laptop, audio and all that. You will say yes, and then you enter into the class, because otherwise you will not be able to hear me. I am sending you in just next 5 minutes the link for the class, those who are registered student, and you join in that class separately. Okay. Thank you for all of you for joining. It is not because I want You can say audio communication with all. And in the YouTube, audio communication is not possible with everybody. For that reason, YouTube से उसको भी मैं upload कर दूंगा. I will upload that on YouTube, don't worry. That is not a tension. But that cannot be possible for those who are not registered with us. Extremely sorry. Okay? Leaving. Tada, bye bye. All notes and material which I will give, sir. No other book, sir. Mr. Saurabh ji, no other book, nothing. Whatever we will do in the class, mock paper, notes and all that, they are more than enough, sir. But they will be given to you gradually. It is not something which is ready in advance, sir. That way. As I said, you can refer YouTube, my videos. You can refer if something technically Kaplan, I mean to say, ChatGPT, Google, और sometimes आपको पढ़ना ही है, आप Kaplan पढ़ लो, but मेरा advice नहीं, जरूरत नहीं, because it is not a technical study. अर्लियर क्लासेस से एक ज्यादा है यार पहले से, आप चेक करिए. जो एक मैंने 18th को लिखा है वो एक्स्ट्रा है, बिकॉज अगर मैं आपको एक एक वीक दो माने पार्ट ए कोर एरिया ए और बी का आंसर लिखने नहीं दूंगा तो आप पढ़ोगे क्या? आप क्लास में क्या पूछोगे, समझोगे क्या सर? अगर आप अपने आप डील नहीं करोगे, लिखोगे नहीं, तैयार नहीं होगे तो कैसे पास होगे? अब इफ आई विल गिव यू होमवर्क टुडे and this is around 4, 5, 6 questions and I will ask you tomorrow to prepare, then I am asking something which is illogical. That is the reason, sir. मैं भी पढ़ूंगा, आप भी पढ़ोगे, मेरे को भी पढ़ना है और साथ साथ पढ़ेंगे सर. पहले जितनी क्लासेस थी उतनी ही है सर. ठीक ना? कोई कम बेसी नहीं है, वो वैसे ही चल रहा है जन्म भर से यार. सभी को तो शेड्यूल है मेरे पास. आप बोलोगे सारा शेड्यूल करीब 5 टर्म का सारा दे देता हूं, मेल कर दूंगा सर कि कौन कौन सा बैच में कितनी क्लासेस ली है. ओके, so now leaving here, if anybody has last 2 minutes, anything to ask? Last 2 minutes, anything to ask? Because the chats are coming in YouTube slightly late. I am waiting for 2 minutes. If anybody has anything to ask, you can chat, I will reply. Okay. Done with this, I am sending a separate link to all of you. Those who are registered student.